Umintri rangba agjelau Konrad Konggal sangma haba JUBAB hakiying dorbar thau ain. Halor ke Memorandum of Understanding lani ke MoU uloong baya mentahi ke sorkar ke nam pensange Henry ke nyat BEIT syakman. Kati ke JUBAB jung menteri rangba kalami hadin ke jinyatai balane slembha haying dorbar thau ain. Haka arpo ar tarik uleber ar hajar arpo lai Henry menteri rangba ula pensyai lada pensange eka Memorandum of Understanding lane ke MoU ke belayedep beniasoi hapdeng ki ar sorkar kata hapdeng ke sorkar jela Assam bar ke sorkar jela Meghalaya kala benlong ke balik no Henry watla ke taru uloong baki don ki jaka ki badang hap ban pej benia.
So coming to the MoU specifically of the first 6 areas of differences. So as rightly mentioned by the honorable member who was talking about the fact that whether this MoU will stand ground or not. So this is precisely the point. This is a memorandum of understanding at the highest level between the two states in the presence of the Home Minister. And therefore, obviously, this memorandum of understanding will now be put into executive order in different areas, and the necessary procedures that are there which need to be followed will be followed at the leadership level, especially when it's at the highest level of the government, in the states and at the center. This is what the procedure is. We followed, we signed an MoU, and based on this, now at different levels, the surveys are being done. Some areas, the surveys are going slower. Some areas, there were certain complaints. Some areas, the survey is going on as per plan. And these are challenges which we will see in a complex situation like this where, the border issues are concerned, sir. So second thing about the MoU is, was mentioned that this entire issue of give and take, which was mentioned by the honorable member. Sir, we don't want to use the word give and take in the sense that is it that we're just giving and we're taking from people. You could use whatever nomenclature that you would like to. But from my point of view, the way I see it is that we have to find the solution keeping in the larger interest of the people in mind. And therefore, in that solution that we are discussing, we have to put down certain principles. Now, if I put down a principle saying that the people's will is important, and I apply that principle to, say, village A, and suddenly we go to village B, and then suddenly that principle is not working for me in village B, I cannot say, no, this principle will not apply anymore. I have to apply the same principle which I applied in village A to village B, because that's the nature of finding solutions. So therefore, in those situations, we applied a principle where we said, let us go with the people's will. Let us try to understand what the people want. And sir, if you look at that situation, since the honorable member left them out, I'd like to bring to your notice the Tarabari sector, which had 4.69 square kilometers. So the result of the MoU was Meghalaya got 4.69 square kilometers and Assam got 0. I'll repeat, sir. Meghalaya got 4.69 square kilometers and Assam got 0. If you look at the Hahim sector, where 3.51 square kilometers were there, Meghalaya got 3.21 and Assam got 0.3 square kilometers. Now, it's just to bring things into perspective, because honorable member was saying in Gizang, these areas were there where the reserve forest went through. But there are other areas in which 99% of these areas, and in case of Tarabari, 100% came to Meghalaya. And let me also share with you, sir, Tarabari sector and area was a sector which was completely under administrative control of Assam. Completely. The schools were being run by Assam. The power was being supplied by Assam. All the different government schemes were being done by Assam. All the different programs were being done by Assam. Meghalaya had no administrative presence in that area. But it was an area of difference. What made government of Assam agree to give this is the people's will. And hence, this entire process started, sir, and the different MoUs that we signed in these different locations was based on this principle, majority on the principle of people's will. And the people of majority of these areas decided to come to Meghalaya. And hence, Now, if you were to look back and say that we're going to change this, sir, the entire purpose of the way we have worked and the exercise that we conducted in this entire process, so will be in vain. And if you realize that, if you look at all the decisions that were made, it has been done keeping in mind the best interest of the people of the border area. And hence, sir, we are very clear that we will be sticking to this MoU. We are very clear that we will be going ahead with the discussions. There are some factors, sir, I want to say this in the House without giving too much of details because it is still in the process of discussion, that there is still some fine-tuning at the micro levels that need to be done.